Frustrated former fire chiefs have delivered a stern message to the government, vowing to hold their own national summit on the fire crisis and the issue of climate change.
Stella Todorovic joins us live now from Sydney. Stella, we've just heard from members of the coalition and they've accused the government of being asleep at the wheel.
That's right. This coalition, headed by former New South Wales Fire and Rescue Chief Greg Mullins, has launched a scathing attack on the Morrison government. They've accused the government of a lack of leadership on climate change and the ongoing bushfire crisis that's gripping parts of Australia. They say that they'll have to hold their own national summit at the end of this current bushfire season to find ways to adapt to extreme weather conditions and the underlying effects of climate change. They say they feel it's their duty to fill the leadership vacuum that's been left by the federal government.
We have no moral leadership, as we saw in Madrid. The bushfires weren't even mentioned. Other countries were aghast that while Australia burns, our government went over there and argued against tougher emissions standards.
I can feel the tsunami of public opinion rolling on towards Canberra.
Our leadership is asleep at the wheel. In fact, in some areas, I think it's on life support. We need leaders to step up to this, and we would love them to take this initiative on their own bat.
Federal Labor has agreed to participate in the summit and has criticised the Prime Minister for not listening and taking into account the concerns and the advice of these former fire chiefs.
I think it is shameful in the extreme that Scott Morrison hasn't taken the views of those senior fireys on board. What they have said for some time now is that climate change is playing a role in the frequency and the severity of fires. And all up and down the eastern seaboard, as Australians choke on smoke, they can't believe that their Prime Minister won't even listen to these distinguished former fireys.
And Greg Mullins has applauded the New South Wales government for its response to the bushfire crisis here in New South Wales, and has also applauded the New South Wales government, a coalition government, for its emissions target. He's told the Prime Minister to take note of what Premier Gladys Berejiklian is doing here in New South Wales.